Okay, are you ready? Are you sure? Okay, shake your head. Yes, 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 yes. Shake your hands. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Turn around. Thank you so much. Take a seat, please. And make the right choice. What kind of teacher would you like to see here? Nice or grumpy? It depends on your behavior, my dear students. And now let's start our session. Hello, everyone. Do you know who I am? I'm a Baba, the little lamb, and today I'm going to share something really interesting about the wonderful program ABC with AC and Christy. Are you ready to start with me? That's great. Thank you so much for your attention. I'm sure that you will be good students. And this nice lady will help me. Her name is Miss Natalia, and she's ABC teacher. Are you ready, Miss Natalia? Yes, I'm ready. Okay, let's start. Welcome to our next session. I'm sure that you will enjoy it. Not because of me or because of Baba, but because of the wonderful program. And I'm fond of this program because I'm experienced and being teacher for the last 3 years. And I see what kind of results we can get if we just follow our wonderful program. Okay, let's start. As you know, we are the international school, and many students around the world may study here. Yes, we have a wonderful manual what shows how to work successfully, but no one can teach you to be kind, to be full of love, to respect your students. We are one, but many. We as a teacher should be professional. Yes, it's true. And manual and the program will help you. But at the same time, we have to be very, very careful with our students because we believe that each person was born individually and that each student is universe, and you have to be very respectful. You have to learn about each child, about culture, about family. You have to build relationship with each of them. Mr. Dmitry said that if you do not build relationship, if you do not know your child, you will not able to teach he or she successfully. Individual approach improves your creativity. If you read the manual, if you know the procedures, and if you open your heart and invite your student to your heart, you will get success, believe me. But please don't forget, be part of your team. All of them are working together. We are one, but many. What may help us to go through the program successfully? Different type of materials. Miss Julie, Miss Natalie, Mr. Dmitry, and all our wonderful lecture shared with you what kind of materials we can use here. The main thing is manual, and if you read it, you will know the structure. You will get the brilliant instructions how to work. How can you read it? You cannot read it briefly. It will not help you. You have to read very carefully. And you see, the next source is PACE. This is the wonderful key what is helping you to see how your students get the material, what they get. Okay, the next is cards. You can use different cards, and we use them every single day. All these sources may help you to organize your lesson and to help your students went through the program successfully. Miss Natalie said about bulletin boards, and you may see it. It's very useful tool for especially for the small kids. When they come at the beginning of the academic year, all sounds are hidden under the apples. And how can I start the lesson? My dear students, today we are going to open the new sounds, and we open it and show them as a surprise. Wow, this is the new sound. This is the letter A, sound A. How do we know it? Because we have the new animal friend, the aging ape. And if you remember this nice animal and this line above, you will see that this is the letter A, sound A. And we repeat it many times, and we read the story about animal friend, we discuss, we ask some questions, and step by step, each student memorized that this is the letter A, sound A. And we go step by step from one sound to another. Also, we can use the media sources. Please don't afraid that the modern kids like to watch TV and screens, but be very careful with the sources. You as a professional, you as a teacher must be sure in the quality of this source. AC and Christie has its own channel and you may use it. If you need more information, you can ask me later and I will give it to you. But you can use another sources too. But before showing to the kids, watch it by yourself. Okay, let's talk about manual more. What manual is? As we said, manual is very detailed instructions. And I'm encourage each person who is going to work with our program, ABC with AC and Christie, should read the whole manual from the beginning till the end. Yes, it's thick, not like Paces, what our students really like, but after reading all the manual, you will see the whole picture and you will understand why we should use this word or this type of activity. And you will have the whole picture, and after that, you will be able to choose what will be the best for your students. Because as Mr. Mityu said, we never know what kind of student will come to our class. 1 year ago, I had a class and half of my students didn't speak English and didn't understand me. I'm standing in front of them and say, "Good morning!" And they look at me with big eyes and they had no idea what I'm talking about. Oops. I know this course and I know how to teach them, but I have to find the special way for each student how to do it. Without manual, I will not able to do it successfully here. That's why be very attentive. As you see, you may see the pictures, the instructions, the list of materials, what you may need for the lessons. Manual will help you to be ready for the lesson. When do we use it? We use it every single school day. We do not skip it because in manual you may see day 1, week 32, and so on and so forth. You can go with the manual and read it carefully, and I'm sure that you will get results. Whom should it be used? All the teachers who are working with kids in our class. Supervisor, monitor, and even volunteer should know how to use the manual, what kind of goals we have, how we present our material, what way is the best for us. As we said, we do not shout, we do not push, and we avoid manipulation with the small kids. We are trying to be friends, we are trying to build relationship, and we're trying to show them the best example. And the best example for the students, you as a teacher. Be very attentive, they always do what you do, but not what you say. What PACE is? Miss Natalie said, and you saw what PACE is. Our kids really, really like it because a thin, nice, colorful booklet. And you may work, you may color, you may write, and it's very good and clear for the small kids especially. At the same time, we need to be very attentive to environment around our kids. Environment is very important for them. I would like to show you the 3 phrases of the famous people who worked with kids. The first of them is Marianne Diamond. This is the woman scientist who first proved that brain is able to change. It's not something stable. It's not what we got at the very beginning and we will die with the same brain. Praise God, not. It's able to change. All brains benefit from an enriched environment. Environment and everything what's around our kids. The second lady, Mr. Dmitry, shared with you Maria Montessori. She said children acquire knowledge through experience in the environment. And the third teacher, Reggio Emilia, said the environment is defined as a third teacher. If your students will sit in the white room without any students, any toys, any bulletin boards, and even if they will have the brilliant teacher and wonderful program, unfortunately, you will not able to get the great result. But if you around your kids, you put around your kids everything what will be interesting and helpful for them. You can play with the toys, you can decorate the bulletin boards, you can walk outside and talk to them and show them and make different experience. Praise God, our school give a lot of opportunities. We have a science week, art weeks, we have art classes, and the kids are able to practice their English and get new knowledge through different people. But even if you don't have such brilliant school as our, you can do it in your class too. Just be creative and just think what may help your student to get the information what you are going to teach them. For the small kids, from kindergarten, preschool, and ABC class, we have two types of the lessons. The first type is a group lesson or lockstep lesson. When your children sit in the middle of the class and teacher is sharing the information. For example, dear students, today we are going to open the new sound. This is the letter A, sound A. And time starts sharing about this sound. Now we are going to write this sound. I can use the different words. Let's write. Please write it slowly, because when you do something at the very beginning, do it slowly. It will help remember your brain how to do it properly, and later your brain will give the right comments to your fingers and you will able to write beautiful, nice letters. You always keep the eye contact with the kids, and you can change the type of activities. Okay, my dear students, can you look around and find something? What has the sound A? Mr. Dmitry, can you look around and find something that has the letter A, sound A? Table. Really? Is he right? Yes, well done. Thank you so much, Mr. Dmitry. Letter A, sound A, table. A. A. Thank you so much. Okay, the next type of lesson is group or individual lessons, when kids go to their offices and start working with their paces. Each student will get their own set of paces with the names, dates, and they will work individually in their offices. They really like this time when they can sit quietly, open their own paces, and work individually with the teacher. And this type of the lesson help teacher to understand how each student get material. You may see strengths and weaknesses of these particular students, and you can correct it. You can think about what kind of activities you may add, what kind of sources you may use to help this child to get the information what you are going to teach. And kids like to be active and be involved in each type of activities. And during the group lessons, you can tell me, okay, now you can ask the questions, you can move a little bit, you can play with me, but during the pace work, you have to be very quiet. Children like to have boundaries, but you have to give them the information when and where they can be noisy and when they're supposed to be very quiet, because you are disturbing your classmates. Some of our lecturers explain to you how we work in the offices. They do not call the teacher, Miss Natalia, I have a question, can you help me please? No, you have to just raise the flag and wait quietly. Teacher will see your flag and will come to you. And this type of the lesson is huge responsibility for the teacher, because you look at your students eye to eye and you see Does he or she understand you or not? And if you as a teacher see that the child didn't get, try to be very kind, full of love, respect, and patient. If you see that you don't have time right now, help your student, you can tell me, my dear student, I see that you have some difficulties with writing. You want to do everything as fast as you can, but now let's practice with you. I will give you the new piece of paper and you will practice your writing, but as slowly as you can. You can set up the timer if it helps, because children like to see visually what you are doing with them. And it will be a huge treasure for your student. They will see that he or she not just the part of the group. He or she is the individual person, universe for you. And he or she is important for you. And your goal is help this child. Our program is unique for the teaching children how to read. And the main strength is to give the full set of phonics features of the ABC, of the English alphabet. Because our goal is not just to remember the ABC. Yes, they like to sing the song, they like to play with these cards, they like to see, oh, I know this is the letter A and this is the letter B. But our goal also to teach them how to read properly, how to pronounce the sounds correctly. That's why we pay the special attention how they pronounce, how they differentiate the sounds, how they hear. Because some of the kids may have even physical problems to hear the sound. Do you hear the sounds, A or A? And child may say no. And sometimes it can make you angry. How? It's A, table, and this is the armadillo. Do you hear the difference? No. Are you seriously? And then you look at students' eye and you understand that he or she seriously does not hear the difference. And you as a teacher, you as a helper should find the way. It's your responsibility to find the way. Read with for your students. When we go through the ABC program and when we introduce the sounds, we also read the story about Animal Friend. And at the very beginning, they are not able to read or to understand many things if they are not native speakers. And after the story, we are asking questions, we're trying to organize the drama, we're trying to use the toys and other sources to make the story as interesting as it possible. But after going the program, you will see they start reading, they start understanding, and they want to take initiative to read by themselves. In our class, we are practicing book breaks. Every single day we have a book breaks, and each of our students can come, take the book and read. At the very beginning of the academic year, they just see it, they just show the picture, they try to guess what kind of story is inside. But after sometimes you will see they're able to read and understand and interact with each other. And they can draw the pictures from this book. And this is amazing. Read for the students, read with the students. And the book report presentations will help you. At the end of academic year, each student of our class made their own books. It doesn't look professionally, but it's the real project. And for us as an adult, it might be easy, but for kids, it wasn't, believe me. First of all, they have to choose the book. They have to read the whole book. They have to make sure that they understand every single word. After that, they should make their book. It's the part of our craft project. Thank you, Ms. Jana, who is always helping us. After that, they have to draw the illustrations. The next step is retell the story with their own words. And the last part is presented in front of audience with the toys and other sources what they would like to. And I as a teacher see at the end of academic year that this young little girl came to my class at the 1st of September, and she didn't have any ideas about English alphabet. She couldn't differentiate the sounds. She didn't know the animal friends, or she was not able to read. But at the end of academic year, she was able to read the story, ask the questions, made her own book, and presented. At the end of this session, I'm always asking them, what was the hardest part for you? And you see, the answers might be different too. For some of the students, it was very difficult to read. For some of them, draw the illustrations. For other kids, it was very, very difficult to present the story. And through all these things, we see that they improve not just the reading skills or writing or drawing, they grew as a person. And this is the success for us as a teachers. And now let's talk a little bit about vocabulary of the program ABC with AC and Christy. As Mr. Len and other lecturers said, that this is the full program from the kindergarten up to the high school. It means that each word is important and each type of activity is important. Some of the teachers who came to our program with their own background may think, oh, I can skip it, I can avoid it, I will exclude it, it's not so important. But believe me, everything is important. Everything will help your students in their future school life. And you as a teacher must know about these little things. When I just started work with this program, I was surprised with this word, armadillo. Raise your hand who heard about this animal before ABC with AC and Christy. Only Tanya. Did you see this animal in the real life? Mm-hmm. But I had no idea what is this. When I just opened, oh my goodness, I have to learn myself. What is this? What kind of animal is it? How to pronounce this correctly? Well, how can I share with my students? Because you know your students will ask a lot of questions. Is it farm animal or not? Is it big or not? What is its favorite food? How many kids it may have? And so on and so forth. And you have to be ready as a teacher. And you know you are learning with your own students. That's why I love this program very much, because you always need to be ready for development, for growing. And add some fun to your lessons. I'm sure that all of you professionals, that's why you came to this training. And you will read this manual and you will see that this is a unique, brilliant program what may help you grow as a professional and will help your students. But you have to be more creative and do something more, a little bit more than you can do. And we like tongue twisters. At the end of each lesson, we start practicing it. Because you know some sounds are very difficult for our students who are not native speakers. And our tongue is a muscle, and we have to train it as other muscles in our body. And you can suggest your students. And we will practice it now. Our favorite was hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock struck one, the mouse ran down, hickory dickory dock. Now it's your turn. Okay, now let's do it very, very slowly. Now as fast as you can. Hickory dickory dog, the mouse ran up the clock struck one, the mouse ran down, hickory dickory dog. You see, you start smiling, even if you are tired, even if you're exhausted of a lot of information. It makes fun and it makes you happy that this place is for you and this place is make you happy. Now I would like to show you the video about real lesson what was made during the previous year, and you may see how our real lessons are going on. Please enjoy this video. Alexei, can you show it us, please? Excuse me. You can keep practicing our tongue twister while we have time. Can you do it? Well done, good job. Can you do it one more time, but do it loudly? Mm-hmm. Great. And we've learned every single month we add the new one. And at the end of the academic year, it's the easiest part of them. When I'm asking what we are going to do, the physical exercises or tongue twister, no, they show tongue twister. Okay. Please enjoy this video.
A reads A, A, A. A reads A, A, A. Let's dance like a big, big aging cake. And let's smile. The aging cake was out of shape because he ate and ate and ate.
Letter. Now we are going to blend sounds. Okay, William, can you blend it, please? J. Well done. Okay, Bunny. J. Well done. Okay, Kushi. Ja. Very, very good, Simon. Who can write this word? Dominic? A. Who can read this word? Sofa? Letter E sound F. Letter A sound F. Letter B sound B. Letter E sound E. Letter R sound R. Letter F sound F. Letter M sound M. Letter A sound A. Letter A sound A. Letter G sound G. That's great, my dears. Now let's stand up and let's... Thank you for your attention. And oh, thank you, it's not all. The School of Tomorrow program, ABC with AC and Christy, can give you the brilliant source how to be as professional as you could be. Everything what you may need. Please add creativity, open your heart, and may the Lord bless your teacher's life. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please feel free. If you have any questions later, you can contact us and we will answer your questions with pleasure. Thank you.